Hi, today we are going to solve a problem in which we are given an array containing zeros, ones, and twos, and we need to sort that array. So basically, for example, we have an input 2021110, and our output will be 001122. Now, if you use any sorting algorithm, it will solve the problem in O n log n. But the condition for this problem is it should be solved in O n time complexity and with one pass. So for to solving this problem, we'll be using DNF algorithm, which is nothing but Dutch national flag algorithm. So Dutch national flag has three stripes. First one is top one is red, white, blue. Similarly, after sorting, we'll get our input array in this format: zeros, ones, and twos. So what is the algorithm? I'll just define our preconditions that we'll be using in this problem. First we'll have start. Start will be pointing to 0, and we'll have end that will be pointing to length minus 1, and I equals to 0. We'll be using this to traverse our array. For example, 2 0 2 1 1 0. Now this is our array. Now what's the use of start? Start will always point to the leftmost one, and this end will always point to the uh, non 2 element at the end. And we'll be having one constant, we are calling it as a pivot, and will always carry the value 1. Now how does this algorithm works? Now suppose this is our array 2021110. I equals to 0, start equals to 0, and end equals to length minus 1, and pivot is equal to 1. Now for I equals to 0, if pivot is, in this case pivot is lesser than array I, so what we'll do is we'll swap I and end element. So we'll swap this and this. So our output will be in this case 0 2 sorry 0 0 2 double 1 and 2, and end minus minus, and start is here. Will not increment I because we never know what we are bringing from the back side. It may be 0 1 or 2, any. So that's why we are not incrementing I. Now let's move to our next step. Pivot is 1, array I is still the same, but value is 0, so pivot is greater than array I. We'll swap I and start. Since I and start both pointing to the same index, so no modification, except that I is incremented by 1, but start is still here. No, sorry, start is here. Both will be incremented. Now, and third step, pivot is still greater than array I. So swap I and start. No modification, just the traversal. I and start both are here. Now pivot is lesser than array I. So swap I with end 0 comma 0, and we'll get end is here. we'll get one here, two here, and here, and I here, and start here. Now, I is not less than end, so we'll end the loop. If you see, our output array is sorted 0 comma 0 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2. This is our sorted array. Now in this we need to just take care of, I guess, two things. First one is important stuff. Whenever we are swapping from end, we will not increment I. This is one thing. Second thing is the loop will continue until I is less than end. Otherwise, some weird things you'll see after the complete array traverse. So these two conditions need to be taken care of. Rest is pretty simple. So we'll just write down the algorithm in Java. So let's call it as public void sort, and we have int array. Now int I equals 0, int start equals to 0, int and equals to array dot length minus 1, and int pivot is equal to 1. Now for or while I is less than end, if pivot is less than array I, that means we are talking about 2. Then we'll swap I with end, and we'll just decrement and I. Else if pivot is greater than array I, that means we are talking about 1. Array I is, sorry, 0, not 1. Swap I comma start comma array, and here we'll increment I plus plus as well as start plus plus. Now comes your third condition, else, that means it's about 1, will simply bypass that and I plus plus. So this ends our algorithm, the Java program also. So the time complexity is O(n), number of passes is also 1, space complexity is. If you try some other approach, you'll only see, you may get O(n), but number of passes will be greater than 1. So this is the best approach for this. I hope it helps, and thank you so much. Bye.